Okay, guys. Today's been a really long day, so let me adjust my mic. Okay. So yeah, this is going to be a short video, but I wanted to show you something, put some content out for those of you that actually do choose to endure these videos, which I don't know why, but I am grateful. I'm grateful to each of you that watch this new content. I know Wurm is not the game for everybody, but for those of you that are interested in it, I want to make sure that I keep putting out new and fresh content to show you the game is still alive and there's still a lot that you can do in it. This is Wurm Unlimited, which means that we don't get the updates for the official servers. These are private servers, and it's effectively not supported by the developers any longer. That's not to say that at some point in the future we won't get some updates, but right now we're a little behind the official. So, yesterday's video, you saw that I got a bunch of this area cleared out. There's the second tier right there, the bottom tier. So I started wiping out a bit more because it was dark and there was no point in even trying to show you anything. I am right now on the 3-horn cart, and there are 5 crates on here. They're just small crates. It's all that it can hold. This particular one already has 136 dirt on it, and that was when I was over working on the road several days ago. I just never took it off. But we go up here. All of this still needs to be terraformed, and that's what this video is going to kind of cover. I've decided that this is basically going to be the end of the property here, this set of tiles. So this will end up sloping pretty heavily. And back here, I dug down to where it's flat. So this tile here is flat. Oh, it should have been flat. Where is it not flat? Oh. Yes, it's flat. Okay, so I'm going to open the cart, and I'm going to pick up all this dirt. And we're just going to dump it on the crates. These, oops. Oh, apparently that first crate's full. So we'll dump it on the second crate. There we go. And these pack animals can actually haul quite a bit as long as they're in the crates. Let's see. Oh, there's another one. So we're just loading all this up. There's another one. These are all piles that I created by making this particular tile flat. Okay, so with my shovel activated, we're going. Let's back up so you can see. We're going this direction. Okay. So this is the tile that we're going to be working with to start with, and it will not allow me to dig on any tile that has the grape plants, but all we have to do is right click and click on level, and it'll automatically dig for us. It'll put all the dirt directly into the crates. We don't even have to worry about it. And this is going to fill up fairly quickly. The downside is every time my stamina hits 0, it'll tell me I need a rest. And I did forget to fill up some more water. The action, or the stamina bar, fills up a little bit slower, but that's okay. So we're going to level it again. And our goal is to basically make this entire section level. This is the top tier, the fourth tier of the property. This is where I'm going to be putting uh, my vegetable gardens and such, I think. I haven't quite decided yet, but currently that's the goal. And as you can see, there is a lot of dirt to move. Fortunately, you can do that from the back of a wagon once you get skill enough to command a cart, excuse me, cart or wagon, I guess. I don't have a wagon just yet, so I can't confirm that. And these are all crates that I made over at Crafter's Corner when I was trying to move everything. I thought it would be easier. As I understand, you can have 5 crates and a raft on here, and I'm not certain exactly how Wurm has this set up, but or how their particular math works out, but you can put 150 dirt in a crate. You can have 5 crates. Um, that's 750 dirt. But if you don't have the crates, you can only put 100 dirt on the cart itself. So it's not a weight thing. It's capacity, I guess. And sometimes it takes several leveling attempts to actually get it completely level, depending on how much dirt is in the area. And that is now flat. Now for terraforming, I'm going to drink a coffee. For terraforming, you have to be on a level tile in order to level. What I did initially, and you can't see it. Let me disembark real quick. Okay, so down here, I dug this corner first, and I just kept digging and kept digging and kept digging until I hit rock in the corner. It will not let me dig this particular tile anymore because there's rock in this corner. So I'll show you. I just get as close as I can to this particular corner of this tile. I click on dig. See, you cannot dig in the solid rock. So I knew this corner was at rock. And then I went up to this corner up here, same tile, and I dug it down until this was flat. That caused this slope to be much greater. It was more like this one here. Oh, not quite that steep, but that kind of forced me down to where I was standing on this tile border, which was flat. And then I used the leveling tool, or the right-click level, to level. Let's see. Let's get over here. So here's the tile. I leveled this border, which brought down this corner, and then I turned this way and leveled this border, which this one at that time was a huge peak, but by leveling, standing on a level piece, I could level this one, causing this entire tile to be flat and level. So we'll re-embark. And both of these tiles now are flat. As you can see, I'm already working on the third crate, and it's about not quite half full. But you can continue to terraform from the cart. The downside for this area is it will not allow me to do anything with a tile that has a tree or these silly little grape bushes that are all over the place on this property. So I'm going to have to go back through after work tomorrow most likely, and I'm going to cut out all the rest of the grape bushes within my tile borders, or with, the property borders, so that I can continue to terraform. But don't worry, we are not done yet. We're gonna finish taking this one down. Okay, that one's flat. We'll take this one down, which would be ample enough to prove the point here. And I did get looking at the property after I cleared some of it out. I honestly don't know what the previous owner was trying to do, because as you see, I mean, there's a flat spot there, so it was obviously terraforming over there for something. Um, oh, I have a cow that wandered onto the property. It's not mine. And if you look here, this is flat here, and he's made one tile coming out flat, but or two tiles, excuse me, but he stopped. This is flat over here, but it heads downhill here, so I mean, it's all kind of incomplete, which is perfect for me, because that means that I can do what I want to do. And obviously he didn't continue digging this out. But the odd thing is, if we head up here for just a second, so this is the area we were just at. So that's going to be, this slope will probably go up a little bit in order to flatten that entire thing out. That wall is going to stay there. This is the next flat area. So this would be the third tier, or third area. And as I said, he didn't finish leveling this out, or she, I'm not sure which. But let me get out of here. But there's a flat spot here, and there's nothing else around it that's flat. It's just, and it's lower than everything else. So I'm really not sure what the plan was here before, but there's the second tier. Here's another flattened area that doesn't really have any rhyme or reason. So all of this is going to end up coming down, and I will find out effectively where the rock layer is on this tier, and we're going to level this whole tier to the point that this one is when it's all level. This one will be all level, so that'll be the fourth area, the third area, the second area, which will encompass all of this as well, but all one level, and then the first area here, or whichever order you want to put them in. So we're going to go ahead and jump back in the cart. Oop, let's turn the right way. We'll come down here to the second area, and then I'll show you another aspect of this. There's a nuisance. I believe it's right here. Let me get back out. Yes, that nuisance cedar or oak and wood tree stump, I don't like, but I can't take it out of there. So we're going to highlight this tile, and we're going to level that one. And that's going to take the dirt out of the crate and fill in that hole. And I'll show you another little trick here in just a second when I'm forced to quit because I need a rest. Okay, so as you can see, sometimes it's a little difficult to see what you're doing while you're in the cart. So you can get out of the cart, and provided you're still on the same tile, which I am, I need to be on the same tile as the cart, and it will still... Oh, now it's going to call me a liar. Well, over at the other property, for whatever reason, it was allowing me to pull dirt from the cart even though I wasn't actually in the cart. So that may just be a bug that I'm dealing with at the moment. I'm trying it from different spots. Oh. So for whatever reason, at the moment, it's forcing me to actually be in the cart, but it... Oh, you know what? Disregard that. I know what I was doing. I did not have mounts hitched to the cart. I was actually dragging the cart. So if you're dragging the cart, you can do that. Apparently, you can't do that if you have uh, animals hitched to it. But if you don't have animals hitched to it and you're forced to drag your cart around, you're also going to find that you're not going to be able to haul as much. I'm not sure exactly what the maximum load is at that point if you have the small crates and such. But I know I was able to at that point, based on my strength score, body strength, I was able to haul around, I believe, 72 dirt at most, and the cart could hold 100. But this is definitely easier because I've got all the dirt that I need for the most part in the cart, and provided I can see the tile that I'm working with, then I can definitely work with the dirt that's in the cart. I don't want to unhitch these animals because they'll wander off. And I don't have my rope with me, and I'm sure that you guys don't want to see me spend the next 20 minutes searching my crates and whatnot for that silly piece of rope just to lead them back to the cart to be able to re-hitch them. But the same thing applies as far as digging down. If you're dragging your cart, it'll put it in the cart as well. And as you can tell, there's a whole lot of dirt missing from this one tile. We're already well past the halfway mark on this crate. We're almost there. Now it's flat, so we can move these guys forward a little bit. And I can either work on this tile, or I can work on this tile. It doesn't matter. Either one is going to flatten both because they're right next to each other. So if you watch careful, in fact, I'll actually close the inventory window, and I'll close this window. You can see this one's moving up, and this one's moving up. They're both moving together because it's pulling up that tile border right here in the center. But this is also bringing this tree stump up so it's not on a weird angle, and I might be able to uh, actually bash it out of there. So we'll find out here in a few minutes. So I did take a look at a brand new demo that came out on Steam. It is for a game that is not yet released, but the demo was released a couple of days ago. Game called Enshrouded. I downloaded the demo and went to launch it so that I could. And the demo itself only gives you 8 hours. I watched a couple of videos on it earlier today. It looks like a pretty interesting game, very similar to what you can do in Wurm, but graphics are a bit more intense. And you can do different things in that game. It's not necessarily better or worse, but it is definitely newer. The graphics are better. Wurm still has old, almost 90s style graphics, maybe early 2000s. But Enshrouded is working on a newer graphics engine, which allows for way better textures and such. There's a lot of items that are destructible in the game. So I thought I'd go ahead and download the demo, and I'd do a new video on that particular demo. And I know, I believe it was last video I said that I was not going to be doing a new series, at least not just yet. But yeah, this game definitely caught my eye. And since it's only a 8-hour demo playthrough, I figured, why not? So I got it downloaded and went to launch it. And apparently my graphics card does not meet the minimum requirements. Okay, so that one's flat, this one's flat. Let's disembark and see. Oh, it's not going to let me. Dirt, dirt. Oh, that's terrible. I don't want to get too close because I'm going to end up falling over. That's packed dirt. That's dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirt. Looks like that tree stump is just stuck. Well, that's just silliness. Let's try something. Sometimes you can trick the game into removing objects like this, because you'll often see piles of rock or whatever that aren't actually there. Oh, that's all packed dirt. Okay, let's sneak up this way just a touch. Nope. So yeah, that tree stump apparently is just going to be there, which kind of kills the aesthetics. Oh, there we go. There's another one. I'll try packing this one as well. Yeah, that's all packed dirt now, so it's just stuck. Anyway, yeah, so I didn't take the time to look at the system specs for that demo, and apparently, because I didn't bother to look at it, oh, see, there you go. That is not actually a rock. That is just decorative stuff in the grass. But if we go over here and we pack this, ah, need to be on solid ground. Okay, disembark. Okay, this is the grass tile. Watch the rock. Poof, it's gone. I don't get it, um, but it is what it is. Now that's obviously the mine entrance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably end up flattening this to meet up with this. So this border will be flat. So that's 18 down. And I don't want to go through the whole thing. Oh, there's a great bush. Go figure. Actually, I don't know if it'll let me do it this way or not. So this is dirt. Oh, it's going to let me bring it down this way. So yeah, it was a momentary lapse of reason on my end, because I typically do look at the system requirements beforehand and make sure that my old tower can handle it. And this time I actually spaced on that. I was so enthralled on the idea of having this game to be able to show you guys something new. Oh, look at that. Inspiration. So that means in this pile of dirt is a rare dirt. What do you do with rare dirt? Well, not a whole lot. Um, there isn't a lot that can be done with it. You can do pretty much anything with it that you do with any regular dirt. Uh, Rare items typically will give you, if you use it as the last component, as I understand, use it as the last component in a multi-piece crafting item. There's a chance, no guarantees, but a chance. Okay, now I'm standing on this. That there you go. There's a chance that you can turn that item into a rare item. What I mean by this, if you have, okay, if you, the iron shovel, for example, you need a lump of iron, and you need the shovel handle, which would end up being a shaft. If I remember right, let's pull it up just to make sure. There's an iron shovel. Oh, that's the blade. Okay, so there's the iron shovel right there. So yeah, you need a shaft and you need a shovel blade. So let's say while you're making shafts, you have the log, you have your knife, you're carving out shafts, and you have a moment of inspiration, and it gives you a rare shaft. Well, you also need the shovel blade. So you make yourself a shovel blade, and this is the iron one. Okay, so you need the large anvil and an iron lump. But hypothetically, let's say the iron lump is just a regular iron lump. Well, now you have your regular shovel blade. You put the shovel blade and that rare shaft into the crafting window. So it doesn't matter which side. And you select over here the iron shovel, and you click on create. There's a chance, because it needs 3 items all total. You have 1, 2, and 3. That shaft is the last piece you put in. So because there's that slim chance, that could end up being a rare iron shovel. Typically, it ends up being a slightly higher quality. There may be, depending on what you're making and what goes into it, there may be a chance that it has, certain additional properties. But realistically, I mean, it's something simple like the shovel or whatever, not really that important. Something like, well, if you're building this guard tower, for example. Okay? Guard towers require, let's open this up, 500 clay, 100 planks. Oh, correction, 501 clay. 100 planks and 501 stone bricks. Well, you obviously wouldn't want to use your rare stone brick or your rare lump of clay in the starting of it. You would want to put those two together so that you have an unfinished guard tower that you can add the other stuff to it. Regardless of what it is, you add everything else first, then you add your rare item in as the last item. That gives you that little bit of a percent chance that turns into a rare item. The more items you have that that your crafting recipe requires, the smaller the chance that it's actually going to turn into a rare item. So it's you really have to have a lot of skill, depending on what you're making, and you really have to, I would say, hold off and collect up as many rare items as possible, because that information I found on several different websites, but everybody's got their own opinion. My personal opinion, and I have not tried it yet because I haven't had enough rare items to try it. If I'm going to build that guard tower, I'm going to want to have as many rare clays and rare bricks and planks as I can get a hold of. Because I think, and I could be completely wrong, but I think, based on the math that I've come across, it's the total number of items in a percentage to make that item. So the guard tower, there's, what was that, 1,102 items. So if you only put one rare item in there, you have one chance out of 1,102 to make or to turn that into a rare. Well, if you start off with 2 regular, and let's say it's something that requires 12 items, you have to have 2 items to start with, but you add that afterwards you have the other 10. If all of the other 10 items are rare, logic would dictate that you've got effectively a 10 out of 12 chance, or a 5 out of 6 chance, that final item becomes a rare, I would think. Again, I have not tested this out. I don't know if it actually works or not. So if you have tested it out, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if that math actually works or not, or if it is simply the only the last item, and it can be proven, verified, whatever. Because somebody else down the road may be watching this video, read the the comments, and maybe they want to know. You'll be helping them out more than you'd be helping me out. Okay, so we're gonna park the three-horn cart. There's still a there's still plenty of dirt on there, but I want to make sure that they have a chance to eat. I should check on this horse. He is aged. Well defined. Obviously, they can use some grooming, but I don't have a brush. I have not crafted one yet, and I know she's probably going to make a comment about my comment in tomorrow's video, but I'm going to say it anyway. Um, Old Biddy Gaming did a video here not too long ago on grooming, and it's it seemed like it was one of her favorite pastimes, but it's a very, very, very boring thing to do. You can spend hours brushing a horse or brushing a cow or a goat or whatever, and not really get anywhere, especially with very low skill. They will shy away from you. They'll, they just do all kinds of stuff, and it makes it very difficult to actually succeed. But um, I remember one of the animals she was grooming. She took a little bit of dirt off, and she found a flea or a tick or something, and she it shied away from her a couple of times, and um, she was trying to get multiple um, creatures all taken care of by the end of the video, and I think she only got like two of them done or something silly like that. Um, she's really going through the challenge, and she's doing a really good job, guys. Go over and check out her videos. Um, I mean, she's got such wonderful energy, and yes, she plays everything through. So you're gonna see if she was gonna terraform this whole thing, you would see her digging for hours on end. I choose not to put you through all of that, but you're probably gonna see a good portion of it. I don't like doing speed videos. If it's something that I can get away with real quick just to kind of help things along, then I will. Um, but yeah, for the most part, I just like to play, and I like you guys seeing the full interaction of how the play style actually works. Um, because I mean, let's be honest. If you're playing this game, what you're going to see in her videos is exactly what you're going to go through. What you see in my videos pretty much is what you go through, but I tend to help things along a little bit by doing stuff off camera, um, and then I'll let you know what I did. So, like, all of these piles here are going to end up getting picked up tomorrow, probably before I start the video. I'm probably going to go through and hack out a bunch of these um, grape bushes. I'm going to continue. Let's get back over here so you can see. But I'm going to continue where I left off up here. And man, I really wish there was a sprint button for this game, but there isn't. I feel like I'm walking everywhere. Okay, so this level up here that I'm working on, I'm going to at least hack away all those bushes. I'm going to flatten all the terrain so it's all just dirt like this here, so that you can really see what's going on. And I'll probably cut away these ones on this level as well, because I have a feeling that the two levels are probably going to end up marrying at some point, or possibly not, but I'd still like to get this one dealt with. So more than likely, when I first start the video, this tier here, oh, that's right, I forgot these were over even over here. Well, since I don't want this here, I'll show you another piece of terraforming when you're working with a piece of property that you're taking over that somebody else abandoned. So these are 4 tiles that I don't really have to worry about. I'd really like to keep the sandstone slab, but I don't like it here. It looks tacky. and more than likely there's going to be I'm going to end up doing some other kind of road here anyway. But let's destroy this pavement, and all I did was right click on the tile itself and just click on destroy pavement. But you have to have a shovel in order to do that. Then we'll pack this one so the great plants don't grow back. We'll destroy that one, and I'm going to go ahead and destroy this one. I have enough stamina that I can queue up multiple actions. If you go over and watch Old Beta Gaming, since she's running older or a non-modified character on a non-modified server, as far as skill levels and all that stuff, she's going more Iron Man challenge, so everything's a lot slower, and she's not able to queue up multiple actions right now without losing her entire stamina bar. So things are a little bit slower for her, but she's really putting through the grind. And she is not discouraged. She's actually enjoying herself, and you can hear it in her voice. She laughs all the time. She's such a wonderful gal. So yeah, go check her out. Have fun on her videos. She's also doing another series on the infected in the mornings. And recently she just added Medieval Dynasty to her afternoon lineup, and she may be adding another one. I don't know. You have to go over and find out. There might have been a little bit of talk about it, but yeah, I'm not at liberty to say. So have fun. It's about all I'm gonna throw into this one tonight. When you catch my video tomorrow, like I said, there'll be a lot more of these bushes gone and dirt packed down and whatnot in preparation for the video. So don't be freaked out. I'm not doing anything off camera that's too detrimental. I'm just trying to speed some of this along because there's still a whole lot to do with this property. I may actually end up, if it's dark when I log in, I may end up taking the 3-horn cart over. I'll drop all the dirt somewhere, and I'll take it over with the crates that are in it and grab some more stuff that's over at the other property to try to help clear it out some more. I have no idea. Haven't figured it out yet, and I tend to play by ear, so we'll see what happens. But okay, well, that's it for tonight's video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.